Evening everyone, and I am back at Brisbane Airport getting ready to fly back to the UK via Los Angeles. And I wasn't going to make a video this evening, but I just wanted to perhaps spend a few minutes and go through the issues I've had with my return ticket. And boy, it's been a pain in the ass. So, I booked about 5 months ago a return ticket to Brisbane from Heathrow via LAX using American Airlines. Now, they were the booking agent, but my first flight, so the Heathrow to LAX route, was by British Airways, and the LAX to Brisbane route is served by Qantas. And I paid an extra £700 to upgrade to Premium Economy. I mean, I'm a big guy, and it's like 29 hours worth of flight, so yeah, it's a choice I've made. And by being in Premium Economy, you get a slightly bigger seat, you get a slightly wider seat, you get a bit of extra leg room, and you know what, it will help me have a bit of a relax, because I've got a 3-hour drive home as well. So all was good until there decided to be a situation in Iran. And a few weeks ago, I had an email from Qantas, quite an normal room, saying there's been a change to your booking. So looked at it, flight time was exactly the same, couldn't see anything obvious, so I thought nothing about it. A couple of weeks ago, I went online to just start printing out my documentation, and I thought, that's weird, where's my seat number gone? And I'd got seat numbers for 3 of the flights, but for whatever reason the flight from Brisbane to Los Angeles didn't have a seat number. So I tried to select my seat. Bear in mind, I'd booked my seat. I'd already gone on the website when I booked my flights, and I chose my seats, and I made sure they were identical to the outbound flight, and wouldn't let me select my seat. Thought that's strange. So I phoned up American Airlines, and what Qantas have done, apparently due to cost savings due to the increase in the price of aviation fuel, they have changed the plane type, and there isn't any Premium Economy seats. So what have they done? They have put me in economy without even giving me an option to choose my seat. So I spoke to the person at American Airlines and said, well, that's not on, I paid for this flight upgrade, what can you do? And they said, well, we can't do anything about it until you get home, because obviously I can't complain about something that I've not done yet, even though I can see from a mile off it's going to be a pain in the bum. So I said, can you give me a seat? So they went away. After about 15-20 minutes and to and fro, and they promised me that I'd been booked into a bulkhead seat, so an extra legroom seat with plenty of space to spread out. And I thought, okay, well, it is what it is. It's better than nothing. A week goes by, check my booking, my seat number's disappeared again. So I phoned up American Airlines, and they said, we can't change anything because it's a Qantas flight. You have to speak to Qantas. So, get frustrated, phone down, pick up the phone, call Qantas, and they said, we'd love to help you, but seeing as you booked your ticket through American Airlines, you have to contact them. It's like, I must have spent like 3 hours on the phone at this point, back and forth. And I said, well, I need you to do something. I currently don't even have a seat. Do I even have a seat on this plane, let alone the one I paid for and upgraded for? They said, well, we can't do anything about it. Call American Airlines. So I called them back again, and I said, look, this is totally unacceptable. Is there anything you can do about my seat? Can you bump me up to business class, for instance? So I'll even pay at this point. It's getting so frustrated. They said, we don't have any business class seats, but we can put you in first class, and that will be £5,000. No, I'm not doing that. I don't mind paying an extra couple of £100. Bear in mind, I'll be able to complain when I get back to the UK to get an upgrade to business class, but I'm not paying five grand for one. That wasn't even all the way back to Heathrow. That was just for this one flight. I thought, no, not even entertaining that. So they said that they'd booked me a seat, and as of this morning or last night, I still had that seat showing on the Qantas app. I go to check in, and while the seat is there, I don't have any baggage allowance. So I was like, oh God, no. I've got two suitcases full of stuff. And I thought, am I going to get to the airport and have to have a massive barney with someone about this? And I was right. I get to the airport, I go to check in. Sorry sir, you don't have a suitcase allowance. Showed them my original booking. And they said, well, that's so that you're going to have to take up with American Airlines. And I thought, oh no. Can't be doing with this. I'm too tired as it is. Anyway, lovely lady from Qantas comes over to me, and I go through the situation. I say, look, I booked this flight. It was supposed to be premium economy, but because you've changed the plane and you've ruined my life, blah 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 blah. I'm now in the seat, and I said, right, okay, we'll see what we can do. And admittedly, she's not giving me a seat upgrade, but so she's managed to get me in a seat without somebody next to me. So fingers crossed. At least that means I can spread out a little bit and have a bit more comfort in my flight. And just as importantly, if I need to get up, I don't need to disturb anyone. Because that's the other thing. There's nothing worse than being stuck in a row of three right against the window, or even worse, in the middle. And every time you get up, you have to sort of crush a couple of people as you get up. I mean, it's a 14-hour flight, so that's going to be at least 2 or 3 trips to the bathroom. Anyway, so fingers crossed, touch wood, this will all be okay. All of the anxiety of the last couple of weeks will just melt away, and I'll be able to have a relaxing flight home, or first leg anyway. It's been really nice being in Brisbane. It's been nice catching up with family, and I had a nice day in the city yesterday, and all of the other little adventures I've done. And when I walked back from the CBD, so I've got the Central Business District, I got the bus back to near where my sister-in-law lives, and had to walk through that spooky park in the dark again. And it was about an hour later, and it was much darker. And nothing there. I got dive bombed by a bat, but it wouldn't have come out on the camera if I'd filmed it anyway. But apart from it, it was fine. I just love coming to Australia. It's such a nice place. It's bloody expensive. It is really expensive, both food, and if you've got to think about it, things that aren't native to Australia have to be flown here. And it's not like in the UK where it can come across on the Channel Tunnel by boat or lorry on the back of a boat. Everything has to be either flown here or sailed here, and that obviously increases the cost significantly. But even houses, you're talking like a 3-bedroom house, you're talking not far off $1 million, so that's about £600,000. Yeah, so it's prohibitively expensive for someone like me, and then you factor in the cost of healthcare and buying a car and shipping everything. It's, as much as I'd love to, it's not something that I could entertain doing it at this time in my life. Maybe when I'm a bit older and a bit closer to retirement, and finances aren't the issue they are at the moment. Yeah, it's something I can consider. But it's been a nice trip. Obviously, it's been incredibly stressful with the inquest at the beginning of the week. But everything else has been good. It's been productive, and yeah, I think the next time I come here, I'll come with Yulia. We might even hire a van and do a bit of a road trip across Australia, or at least across part of Australia anyway. Yeah, so quick one before I'm finished. So just had a quick McDonald's just to kill a bit of time before I have to go to the gate. There was this guy, this genius level guy, and I don't know if he was just taking the mick or he was being deadly serious, but he asked for his drink, he asked for a milk. And it's like, I know in the UK they have little cartons of milk, like kiddie cartons of milk, but he wanted a full cup of milk, and they said, well, we don't do milk, we got coffee. And they said, well, I can see that you got like big gallon jugs of milk in the fridge, can I have that? It's like, no, and he was arguing for about 10 minutes, this guy, he just wouldn't let it go. And yeah, I'm not sure I'd want a big glass of milk before a flight. You know, I don't know what that's going to do to my guts, and hopefully he's not sat next to me or near me on the flight if he did manage to get his milk from somewhere else. But yeah, anyway, it just tickled me, that's all. Right, so I'm going to wrap this up here. You will take care, and I may update you from LAX if I get a chance, and if not, I will see you all on the next video. Take care. Have a good day. Bye for now.
Chris and Yulia chubbing around. Big bites, bright nights, yeah, we're hunting them down. From the slots to the steak to that deep fried crown. Hit play right along, we're chubbing around. Hey, Chris and Yulia chubbing around.